Well said, Echo. Now then, isn't this just perfect? I'm glad I left the rest of those slowpokes behind.
Is that...
Finally!
Behold! Florenberg! Ring out now! Nanaki! Awaken now! Varum!
Time to grow up, Claris Craze. This is what it means to make enemies.
No! Clarissa!
Oh. You sure can hold your own, Xeno. Perhaps you did deserve the mantle of number 4 after all.
I've been to hell and back to get here. Of course I earned this title. Listen, Kasra. You're not committed to ending this here. It was the same with you and Echo. You're waiting for something. But what?
What? Indeed.
Yes! Yes, yes! There we go! I'm in! Oh, right. Hi there, operatives! It's your favorite celebrity, Kuna! Do I have your attention? Busy with your missions? Well, I'm sending each of you a special message, so heads up!
So, all of that evidence was falsified?
This even includes data on the human experiments and clones. You sure are a piece of work, Kuna.
Did you all get that? Did you take a look? Now, what do you have to say about all that, As I'm sure you've all noticed by now, every single bit of that enemy presence nonsense is a bunch of phony baloney. But despite that, all of you, except for maybe a few, I guess, fell for it hook, line, and sinker. There's all sorts of other goodies packed in there too, like everything that Arx, that Void was pulling behind the anymore. You're not tools. You're each your own person. So quit just doing whatever you're told. And try thinking with your own noggin for a change. Ask yourself, who are my real enemies?
Hello, Regius. I assume you can hear me. Well, that was quite the broadcast just now. Here I was, thinking she was simply carrying on in her usual role. But now I see it was all for this very moment. Honestly, I'm thrilled she has exceeded my expectations so thoroughly.
Is that all, Luther? We are in the heat of battle here.
Right, no, of course, that is not at all. You seem to be having such a tough time that I figured I would send you a little present. I'm quite done with them anyway. Slice them, bash them, do whatever you want with them, really.
Everyone brace yourselves!
What?
It seems they made it then. They were great at first, you see. But there's such a hassle to maintain. I had been hoping for a chance to dispose of them all in one go. This whole situation just seemed perfect.
Luther! You fiend!
Oh, do you hear me now? Remember, I'm not one of the false spawn. Is it really okay for the likes of you, beings who exist only to kill false spawn, to harbor such hatred for me? Goodbye, Regius. I do hope you aren't foolish enough to try and interfere in my long-awaited rendezvous.
So he's gone and released all the Claris Craze type clones, has he? What an unpleasant surprise.
What? What are these? No one told me about them. No one told me. I'm right here, aren't I? Who's that over there, then? You... Who are you? What are you? Tell me. Tell me, Clarissa. Clarissa! Clarissa, please! Answer me, Clarissa! Why won't you speak to me? You always tell me everything! No! What's happening? I'm scared. So scared. Help me. Please. Somebody. Anybody. Help me. Hughie.
You called? Claris Craze?
Hughie. I'm not.
Right now, no need to hold it back. You've had it rough, haven't you? Let's just take a nice nap now. And worry later. Hey, Regius. After all this, you're seriously still gonna go on about the safety of the Arks? Really? Tell me you're not. Because if you are, I'm about to end you.
I've oft thought how we might free ourselves from this bondage. whether such a thing was even possible. But I continued to obey, because servitude was the only way to preserve things. However, none of this is worth preserving anymore. You go on ahead. Do what you've come here to do. The rest of you, focus all efforts on these Claris Craze clones. Don't let even a single one through.
They may be deteriorating, but they still have the same power as our own Claris Craze. And each is equipped with a mock Clarissa the Ashen, just to make things worse.
But remember this. These are soulless copies. Destroy them all!
Say no more!
Luther seems to have lost all interest in Arcs. I'm getting no response from the Void, either. It was his fear of us that drove him to control us. But with his precious prize glittering in front of him, he seems to be growing impudent. All this time, he pretended to be beyond us. But here, his true, sickening colors are revealed.
How many years has it been since we've stood side by side like this? We didn't even fight together those 10 years ago.
Since the battle with Elder the Gargantuan, at least. I am grateful you chose to bide your time and pave the way for the next generation, Maria.
I only did as I pleased. You're the one who had to endure all this, Regius. Now then, enough talk! Come to me, Labris!
Your time is now, Yonohate.
We've made it to the center, but it looks like it goes deeper. Maybe we should head in further?
I have awaited you both. You have done well to make your way here. I haven't much time, and by consequence, neither does Arx. I will guide you both now, for as long as I can, deeper and further inside of myself.
it just me? Or are we being watched?
That feeling likely comes from our consciousness. The water you see around you is an ocean of thought. Our very existence.
What does that mean?
They were once the Photoners. Ones who grew to glory through their communion with me, but eventually fell into absolute ruin. They gave up their very humanity, but still wished to live, and so they chose to live through me.
So, the water here is alive then?
Oceans are, by their very nature, alive. All life originates from the ocean, myself included. There was once a planet with nothing but an ocean. Nothing, that is, until the day the gift of knowledge appeared. Gifted with thought, the ocean pondered and theorized about the whole of creation, coming to know all there is to know. Became an observer who had already foreseen all that would occur in the universe. The Photoners discovered this ocean and gave it a name. That name, of course, was Shion. Once I was in contact with the Photoners, I abandoned the pretense of being a mere observer. I learned their language and everything necessary to communicate with them, to understand them. My appearance itself is but a copy of the first Photoner I ever came in physical contact with. The bewilderment I saw in them when I first presented myself this way brought me joy. It was something my calculations never accounted for. I begged them to equip me, the planet itself, with the fittings needed to move freely. That is what this, the mothership, is. An enormous, mobile planet. I wanted this, so that I could join in and bear witness to all that the Photoners would accomplish. I was caught up in my own desires, perhaps a kind of hubris. I was so overjoyed to encounter beings other than myself that I stumbled. If I had not forgotten my part as an observer and had not interacted, had not made contact with them, none of this would have come to pass. Do not mistake the Photoners as evil. They were simply forced to evolve in a way necessitated by the actions of their people. It is true that if it were not for the Photoners, there would be no fall spawn. Yet there would also be no such thing as arcs. They were avaricious, brimming with curiosity and a touch of arrogance with insolence. In essence, exactly what life should be. The true fault lies with me. I never should have stepped outside my role as an observer and granted them knowledge of photons.
But you would have been so sad.
I'm afraid that is an emotion beyond my comprehension.
That's not true. You can feel it too. I know it. I know it because I was sad. I was scared. I struggled. I wanted nothing more than to be saved. I wanted exactly what I got when you arrived to deliver me. All my memories from then are long gone now, but I never once forgot your name, or the sheer joy I felt in that moment. You must have felt that way when you met the Photoners too, happy to be free from your isolation. You must have been so lonely, Xion.
How can you know this? Does our connection give you access to my memories?
No. I can just feel it. I can feel how you must have felt. She was lonely, and so she reached out. I don't think that of itself was a mistake. That came later. She knew so. That's why you brought me and my partner together, right? To fix the real mistake?
That unfulfilled feeling I had so long ago. Is that what it was? Loneliness?
Xion! Hurry! Let's go ahead!
You're here. You've really come. Just like Luther said. He really is always right. You're really trying to head further in. Well, you can't. I won't let you. I promised. As long as I keep my promise, he'll keep his. That's what he said. He only speaks the truth, you know. I can't let you through. Not a step. I'm going to keep my promise, you see. And I'll get her back. He's going to bring her back for me. He promised. He promised he will. Shut up! Do not speak to me! All liars! All I want is to hear her speak again!
Emergency!